Movie review number 1372 is Lilo and Stitch. 1. The 2025 version. Lilo and Stitch 1, the 2025 version, is a 2025 movie directed by Dean Freetrue Camp, who I believe also directed Marcel the Shell with Shoes On from 2022. So this movie is a Walt Disney Pictures movie that is based on the animated film of the same name from 2002. So I saw this movie on July 4th, 2025, also known as Independence Day and the 4th of July, at Cinemark Milford in Milford, Ohio. So the film follows the same premise from the original film, but the live action version has made some changes from that of the original film. Now I have seen both the original and live action versions, and I have to say, I definitely like some of the changes that they made in the new version. I won't discuss the changes, but it does follow the same premise as how a young girl meets an alien from outer space, and the two of them become best friends. So this is about Stitch, an extraterrestrial entity who comes to planet Earth after he escapes his prison, where he tries to impersonate a dog, and things take a turn when a young girl named Lilo adopts him from an animal shelter. So, Lilo is a young girl who takes hula lessons and lives with her sister Nani as their parents unexpectedly died. And Lilo is lonely. She longs for a friend. Her sister is busy a lot, especially since she is now, at the moment, Lilo's guardian. Of course, Nani is having some issues that could prevent her from becoming Lilo's guardian full time. But Lilo just wants a friend. Well, one night when she sees a shooting star, she wishes for a friend. The same night that Stitch crashes on Earth, and Stitch is put into an animal shelter, where Lilo sees him and she thinks that Stitch is a dog, and she decides to adopt him. And Lilo eventually realizes that Stitch can be a menace. He is out of control, a little menacing, and let's just say he is not exactly. He's friendly towards Lilo, but let's just say he may not be friendly towards other people. But things take a turn when in outer space, the leader of this alien species wants to get Spielman sis to sis back. That's what she calls Stitch. So she sends two other aliens and sends them to Earth to capture Stitch. But one of them may have plans for Spielman's sis to sis that may alter the plans of the Council from the aliens in outer space. So this movie is a movie about a friendship between two species, a girl and an alien. Despite being different, let's just say that they develop a friendship towards each other, a friendship that could be permanent. But with the arrival of these two alien species coming to Earth, this could spell doom for Stitch, as he might have to go back with them, unless Riro takes a stopping to it. Oh, this was really good. I enjoyed both the animated and live action versions, and I think you guys will enjoy this. It is the first Hollywood movie of this year to gross $1 billion, and it's one of the most successful live action remakes from Disney. So this movie has Mila Kioroa as Real Peleke, Pelekai, who is an orphan 6-year-old native Hawaiian girl who loves hula, surfing, and wildlife. Chris Sanders voices Stitch in the film. Sanders actually wrote and directed the original animated film, and he actually originated the War of Stitch. So it's nice to have him come back as voicing Stitch in the live action version. He is a blue plural white illegal alien genetic experiment known as Experiment 626, who is adopted by Lilo as a dog. Sydney Elizabeth Aludon portrays Nani Piwakere, who is the older sister of Lilo and her legal guardian. Sad Dalvanaragis voices Dr. Jumba Julaba. He is the mad scientist who created Stitch, and let's just say, unlike the original movie, let's just say he was more malicious in this film. Billy Magnuson voices Agent Wendell Peakley. He is a deputized agent of the United Galactic Federation and their expert on Earth, who is sent with Jumba to capture Stitch. Courtney B. Fans portrays Cobra Bubbles, who is a CIA agent sent to capture Stitch. Amy Hill portrays Tutu, a native Hawaiian in the 70s who was the longtime neighbor of the Pelikaris and the grandmother of David Carenia. So we also see Tia Corelli as Mrs. Perotto, a social worker who is a practical, by the book kind, and is also a patient woman who checks in regularly with Nani. She is aware of Nani's struggles to keep up with her duties, but she may have to make the hardest decision for Riro to be adopted by other people if Nani does not perform her duties on time. We also see in this movie Karapu Dodurot portrays David Carina. He is a fire performer and lifeguard who is a loyal friend and neighbor to Riro and Nani. Hannah Rotherham voices the Grand Councilwoman, who is the Grey Alien leader of the United Galactic Federation and its council. Jason Scott Reeve portrays the manager for the Rural. Emily Hohenthal Brill portrays Morty Emmons, who is Rio's Hua classmate and Bill Bowie. And David Hoekri Kunui Bell, or credited as David H.K. Bell, portrays the big Hawaiian dude based on the Ice Cream Man from the animated film. I am sad to say this, but this was Bell's final film role before his death sometime after the movie was released. But I really like this movie. It is definitely part live action, a little animated based on the alien species, but it does have heart to it, especially between Riro and Stitch. Stitch may be out of control at times, but he does have a soft spot that you get to see later on in the movie. But of course, he does not want to go back with Jumba and Petrie. He may want to stay on Earth with Riro, if he can anyway. So, the success of this movie has led Disney to announce a sequel, as the animated movies brought a TV series and several other movies to follow. So it'll be interesting to see what the second Lilo and Stitch live action movie will be about. I thought it was a pretty good movie. So that's my movie review of Lilo and Stitch 1, the 2025 version. Please enjoy from this movie review. Alright, goodbye.